Hello, everybody, and welcome to my official insane addiction that I have, as you can see. What's up, guys? It's Ghost Flipping, and today I got my entire collection as of 2025 right here, and it's been quite a while since I've done a collection video, so I figured, you know what? Let's do an updated version. My collection has changed quite drastically since I've done my last collection video. It's gotten a lot bigger. I'm actually in the process of selling some, so I won't be having a ton. I'm trying to kind of clear my collection and kind of make my collection a little smaller and kind of shrink it to battle songs that I flip, because not all of these battle songs I flip all that often. In fact, some of these battle songs in this collection I've completely forgotten about, as sad as it is. So that's your sign that you have too much battle songs, when you forget you have a battle song, right? So anyways, I'm just going to kind of go through all these, let you guys know my thoughts on each individual one that I have, as well as tell you guys my personal favorite in this entire collection. So I'll just start from the top here. So this is the Squid Industries Crack Rackin' V3 Trainer Blade. This thing is just really, really nice. Sounds good too. It's been dropped quite a bit of times, but because it's silver, it doesn't actually show like any scuffs or anything, so that's pretty cool. Perfect tune. Next to it, unlike a perfect tune, we got my Squiddy AL, or my Squiddy Maraca, because it sounds like a maraca. This thing is pretty cool. I've had this thing for quite some time, and honestly, flips pretty well. I actually do pick it up quite often, so yeah, it is really fun to flip. Despite how bad the tolerances are, I don't really care. Still flips pretty nice. That's the Squiddy AL. Next to it, we have a battle sound that not a lot of people really know about. This is the 3D printed Fleur from Bally Fleur on Instagram. This thing's pretty freaking awesome. I think this thing is really cool. People have asked me if I wanted to sell it, and I absolutely do not want to sell it, just because I think it's really unique. It's actually like my longest battle song in my entire collection. This thing is just insanely long, but it's really light and fun to mess around with. So yeah, that's the Fleur. I guess I'll go through the prices too. This is like around 280, 30. All right. This right here is the Squid Industries Nautilus V2 that I just dropped. Yeah, this is the Nautilus V2. This thing goes for, I think, around 200. I got this thing secondhand for a cheaper price. This thing is definitely one of my favorites in my collection. This thing is really, really cool. I like how quiet it is, and I like how light it is. I like the G10 grip, all that good stuff. Only downside is this thing does not hold a good tune. It's a Nautilus, so can't expect much, but it's a great flipper other than that. Next to it is my personal favorite plastic battle song in my collection. This right here is the LDY Frank P. To my knowledge, they've actually come out with more editions. They have like the LDY Comp Edition. That's like the Zippy collab, whatever. Long story short, this thing is pretty freaking awesome. This base model Frank P is amazing. I flip it all the time, at least once a day. It's really, really fun. If my hands ever get sore or my wrist gets sore from flipping heavier battle songs, I like to kind of switch to this guy and give this guy a flip, because it's actually got a decent balance for plastic. So yeah, that's the Frank P. Next to it is in this beautiful purple. This is the Sirius V4. This is one of my live blades in my collection. I think it might be among my favorite sounding. This thing is just amazing. Honestly, not much to say other than it's just really, really good. Great competitive flipper. Sounds good, looks good, flips good. Can't really complain. So yeah, that's the Sirius. Right here we have the Nobali's Cheese. You guys probably all know about this guy. This guy's pretty popular for a good reason. This is the Cheese. Flips very nice. Pretty freaking crazy that this thing costs like 80 bucks. 75 bucks, something like that. Pretty freaking awesome. So I love the Cheese. I flip it all the time. Sounds good too. Next to it, my personal favorite looking battle song in my entire collection. This is my BB Barfly Superfly. It's got a beautiful like blue ano with silver flats, and it just looks amazing. I like this one. This thing really means a lot to me because it's personalized to me. It's got my name on the blade. Shout out to BB Barfly. They're freaking awesome. But yeah, this thing is just freaking amazing. So definitely recommend the Superfly. And this thing I think goes for like 200, 230, which is crazy for a titanium. I don't even know if I've been saying the prices. 80, like 150, 30, 33. Yeah, okay, cool. Next to it, this is the Nobali's Canyon. This thing is my go-to recommendation for anyone on a budget. Flips really, really nice, and it costs like 50 bucks. So right off the bat, You're getting a solid stainless steel balisong that's pretty honestly well distributed, has a decent balance. It's a little wonky, but honestly, for 50 bucks, can't really beat this. So yeah, that is the Canyon. Next to it is the same maker. This is the Nobali's Reverie, an aluminum balisong, 6061 aluminum. This was part of the Create with Nobali's lineup. This thing is pretty interesting. I really enjoy this thing. The tune on this thing is really good, and it's like $65. Just listen to that. It's cheaper than the cheese too, so that's pretty freaking cool. So yeah, that is the Nobali's Reverie, and I honestly like the color too. It's really, really nice. So yeah, that's the Reverie. Next to it, this is the LDY Corvus. All right, now this thing is from LDY Balisong. It actually comes in a live blade as well, but I have the trainer blade variant right here, and it flips incredibly well. This thing is just flawless. It does any trick I want it to. And I really like the finish on this thing. There's like this like grippy, I don't even know what to call it, but it's really nice. And yeah, the Corvus is definitely amazing. And this one's like, I think 130, but they don't really make it anymore. So next to it, this is the Squid Trainer V3.5. It is the one that does not run on bushings, unfortunately, but it still flips very, very well. And yeah, I catch myself flipping this thing quite often. And it is a little hefty, it's a little heavy, but the flipping makes up for it. It is a really, really nice balisong, and I definitely like the Squid Trainer. So yeah, that is the Squid Trainer. And I think I said the price. I think this thing goes for like 130, 140. I know the V4s do go for more, but yeah. Next to it, this is the V1 extrusion. This thing's kind of buns, I ain't gonna lie. It's really, really slippery. I always drop this thing. But next to it is actually the V2 variation. And this is the V2 extrusion. This thing is a lot better than the V1. It's a lot more grippy. Actually has a better tune with my experience. My V1 has had like terrible tolerances, but this thing's been solid. I honestly forgot I had this thing. It's been like hiding in my room, but yeah, this thing's good. I think it's like 50 bucks. Can't go wrong with the extrusion. Pretty decent balisong overall, in my opinion. So yeah, that is the extrusion. Next to it, this is the BRS Alpha Beast. It's not an actual Alpha Beast. Well, it's got Alpha Beast handles, but it actually has a replicant blade on it. Sorry for my dog. My dog's just barking. But yeah, it's got a replicant blade on it, which is actually pretty interesting when I first saw it, but I ended up buying it from somebody on Instagram, and this thing is just phenomenal. This thing, I think, was like under $400 that I got it for, and it's in really good condition. Take a listen. If you can even hear over my dog. So yeah, that is the Alpha Beast. I'm just gonna pretend like there's not dogs going crazy in the background. I'll try to walk her over here. This is the Mako V5. This is an updated version of the earlier variations of the Mako. This one does not run on bushings, but it does have a great tune. It runs on washers. This thing has never had tap. It's got really, really good grip, and I love the red of this thing. I think they even came out with like a pink recently, which is pretty freaking cool. So yeah, that's the Mako. Love the Mako. And last but not least, the LDY Orion. This is the LDY Orion V1.5. This thing is, oh my goodness, can you at least respect the video? I'm trying to freaking record. Okay. Anyways, yeah, this thing is like a staple in my collection. Absolutely love the Orion, and it's like 75 bucks, 80 bucks. Pretty crazy. And then the Mako, I think it was like 130, 120, 130, something like that. So yeah, guys, that's the entire collection. And yeah, these are all pretty cool. Hopefully you guys found this pretty fascinating, me going through all my balisongs. People seem to like when I do collection videos, so here you go. But you're probably wondering, what's your favorite, right? What is your personal favorite? If you had to pick one of these out of the entire collection, which one would you pick? And I think you guys probably already know, but that's going to be the freaking Crack-A-Rackin' V3. This is my most consistent flipper, and I absolutely love this thing. Flawless. Literally, only thing I wish I had is the live blade variation. I wish I had a Tonto Kraken, but that's fine. I'll probably end up getting one in the future, but this thing is just great. It's really, really good, and can't really complain. I learned a lot of my tricks on this thing, and yeah, it's just solid. So yeah, personal pick out of the whole collection, the Kraken. But these are all amazing, and yeah, I honestly recommend almost all of these. The only ones I wouldn't recommend is the V1 extrusion. This thing's cheeks. I wouldn't get this. I mean, this thing's decent. It's got tap. It's fine. Yeah, but yeah, the only ones I wouldn't recommend is, honestly, I wouldn't recommend the Nautilus, to be honest. As good as it is, I might have recommended it in the past. It's just too much for what you get, to be 100% honest. There's better Balisongs for the price, but it is a good flipper. I just wouldn't recommend it, like, best for the price. But, I mean, besides that, these are all pretty freaking solid. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have a personal favorite? Which one looks the best? Which one sounds the best? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace out.